Hi, I'm Stuart Johnson from the Tasmanian Planning Commission, and I'd like to welcome you to the first webinar on Tasmania's digital planning system. This project is the result of a successful partnership between state and local government. We have been working together to deliver online planning services statewide. Services which would have been unaffordable for many councils on their own. As well as the Local Government Association of Tasmania and the regional council authorities, we have lead councils in all three regions who are working with us to develop solutions which will benefit councils across the state. So what is the project all about? One of the common frustrations for developers is the way that their development and amendment applications disappear into the black box of government. So we are making the planning approvals process more transparent by publishing online the status of planning scheme amendments, as well as development, building, and plumbing applications for participating councils. Now, up until recently, it was difficult to identify the current legal version of the planning rules. We all had our own customised paper versions of the planning schemes, but planning schemes are regularly amended. So these paper versions would have amendments stapled or glued or texted onto the document. But this is what a planning scheme looks like today. An online electronic book with embedded maps from the list. By building a single legal digital database maintained by the state government containing the planning rules and utilising the list to manage the planning maps, we are establishing a single source of truth for planning rules throughout Tasmania. Now, understanding the planning rules can be challenging, sometimes even for professional planners. So we are looking at different ways to improve the presentation of planning rules. We are currently establishing an online pre-lodgement planning inquiry service which interprets and simplifies the complexity of the planning rules. Now, larger developers and building firms work with multiple councils. So this means multiple appointments with planners, multiple phone calls to find the status of applications, searching multiple council websites, particularly in the greater urban areas of Launceston and Hobart. The statewide digital system, however, is property-based. It doesn't matter which council the information is sourced from or which planning scheme. The system provides information for any property across the state throughout using a single website. We are also providing online tools for council and planning commission staff to help them to do their assessment and approvals work more efficiently. We have established a new website, the iplan site, which brings all of these new services together. So in a nutshell, the digital planning system consists of the planning scheme rules and maps as the foundation. And we have now 4 complementary services linked to those schemes, which are currently under development. The first of these is the online planning inquiry, which was launched with Launceston City Council last year. With planning inquiry, users can go online, enter a street address, view the planning maps, select a development type, and answer a few questions. The system then compiles a summary planning report. The report identifies the applicable planning zone and codes, the permitting pathway for a development, and the applicable planning rules. From start to finish, generating a planning inquiry report typically takes less than a couple of minutes. The other services we are currently building are application tracking, which provides access to information on planning and building applications. So users will be able to track the status of their applications from lodgement to approval at their convenience. Online submissions is for viewing planning documents on public exhibition and creating and lodging online submissions. The review and hearings module provides access to information and documents relating to Tasmanian Planning Commission assessments for planning schemes, scheme amendments, and other processes. For this project, we are using proven off-the-shelf software configured to meet our needs in Tasmania. Our IT partners, Icon, are the recognised leader in delivering digital planning software. They have more than 35 major customers in Australia and New Zealand, including many of the region's largest councils. So finally, an overview of where the project is currently at. The iplan website is publicly available in beta version while we are testing and progressively rolling out the system. We have all of the interim schemes in the digital system for the Cradle Coast and South, and for Launceston in the North. Pre-lodgement planning inquiry is available for Launceston, and we are working with council planners to extend the system into the other regions. Statewide online application tracking is currently being built and will initially be piloted for several of our lead councils in the south, after which it will be made available to all Tasmanian councils. The next modules of the system are currently unfunded, but would firstly deliver a single statewide planning scheme for Tasmania and enable a developer anywhere in the state to complete the approvals process online from that initial inquiry through application lodgement, tracking the application through the approvals process to final digital approval. And from here we can build linkages to other processes and tools related to development approvals. These are the types of services that the community now expects governments to deliver online. So we are well on the way to delivering 21st century planning services for the Tasmanian community.